Hello, my amazing English learners. I'm here today to tell you something that will change your life. Listen carefully. Speaking English is not hard or impossible. You can speak it fluently and more quickly than you may think. I know that many of you are anxious when you try to speak, and sometimes you hesitate and get stuck because you're afraid of making a mistake. You may have been learning English for years, but when it comes time to speak, you feel as though your mind is blank. You understand the words when you read or listen to them, but when you have to speak, you freeze. I understand this because I have also struggled to learn a new language, so I know how frustrating it is to be unable to understand people who speak quickly. However, I want to tell you that you don't have to struggle any longer because I will teach you how to learn English in the simplest and most natural way possible. I want you to forget about all the things that have made it difficult for you, including complex grammar rules. Don't bother attempting to be flawless. Forget about fear, because the main reason people don't speak English isn't a lack of knowledge, but rather a fear of making mistakes, being judged, or embarrassment. However, I have a question for you. How did you learn your first language? Did you study grammar books or memorize long lists of words? No, you learn by listening, copying, making mistakes, and using the language every day. This is exactly how you will learn English. You don't need to study it, you must live it. English shouldn't be something you practice for an hour a day and then forge. It should be a part of your everyday. Let's start with the first step and stop thinking that English is hard. I know what you're thinking, but how can I accomplish that? Don't worry. I'll explain everything in detail. I won't just give you advice. I'll take you on a journey where English will become second nature to you. The first and most crucial step is to shift your perspective. If you think that learning English is hard, your brain will always resist. However, if you think that learning English is easy, you will learn it much more quickly. For example, when a baby learns to walk, he falls a lot but keeps trying. After a while, he gets up and tries again, and eventually he starts walking without any effort. This is exactly how learning English works. I can speak English, and I'm learning it every day. These words have a lot of power. The more you use them, the more your brain will accept them. From now on, you won't have to declare that my English is poor. Never say, I cannot speak English. Instead, say, I am learning and improving every day. This small change in your thinking will make a big difference in your learning. Step 2. Surround yourself with English. Now that you have changed your mindset, the next step is to bring English into your daily life. Many people think they need to live in an English-speaking country to become fluent, but this is not true. You can create an English environment wherever you are. The first thing you should do is change your phone's language to English. Every time you use your phone, you will see English words. This will help your brain get comfortable with the language. Next, you should start thinking in English. Right now, you think in your native language and then translate into English. This makes speaking slow and difficult. Instead, start with simple thoughts in English. For example, when you wake up, instead of thinking, I need to brush my teeth, think I will brush my teeth now. When you make tea, think I am making tea. When you go outside, think the weather is nice today. At first, it will feel strange, but the more you do it, the more natural it will become. After some time, English will start coming to you automatically. Another great way to surround yourself with English is by talking to yourself. Yes, you heard me right. Every day, stand in front of the mirror and have a conversation with yourself in English. For instance, hello, how are you today? I'm good. I have a lot of work to do, but I'm feeling great. This may sound silly at first, but trust me, it's one of the best ways to get better at speaking because you practice speaking without worrying about making mistakes. And the more you practice, the more confident you'll get. Labeling everything in your home is another easy yet effective technique. Take little pieces of paper and write the English names of the items nearby, then place them on your door, table, refrigerator, and mirror whenever you see them. For instance, if you have a book, read the words out loud. This is a book. If you have a cup, say this is a cup. The book is on the table. The third stage is to quit thinking about grammar. Many people think that they must master flawless grammar before they can speak, but this is a huge mistake. I drink tea from this cup. By doing this, you will train your brain to detect English words effortlessly. You should learn to speak first and correct later. If you focus too much on grammar, you will always be afraid of making mistakes. Consider how children learn language. Rather than sitting and studying grammar books, they listen to their parents, repeat words, and gradually, their grammar gets better on its own. This is exactly how you should learn. Instead of memorizing grammar rules, instead of studying the present continuous tense, Concentrate on mastering simple sentences. Simply pick up phrases like I'm eating, she's going to the market, and they're playing football. The secret is to listen more, copy what native speakers say, and repeat after them. When you hear a new sentence, don't just understand it, say it aloud. Now that you know how to surround yourself with English, stop fearing grammar and go even deeper. I'm going to show you how to speak English in your daily life. Many people find it difficult to speak because they don't know what to say or how to say it. But I'm going to show you that you already know how to speak English. You just need to activate it by thinking about your everyday routine. You get up, clean your teeth, and make coffee or tea. Speak with your relatives. Get outside, buy something, and hang out with your buddies. You go to work or school, and at night you unwind and sleep. If you practice speaking English in your daily life, it will become effortless and natural. Let's start with basic conversations that you can use every day. For instance, you can say, "Good morning, I feel fresh today. I had a nice sleep. Let me get up and brush my teeth when you wake up." You can also say, "I am brushing my teeth" when you go to the bathroom. "I'm going to take a shower and wash my face now." So when you go to the kitchen, say, "I'm making tea, and it smells amazing, and I'm eating toast with butter." Say these things aloud, even if you are by yourself. The more you say, the more at ease you will feel. Now, let's have a real discussion. Picture yourself speaking to your mother in the morning. Here is how it may go. When you go outside, you can say a lot of things in English. For instance, if you're heading to the market, you could say, "I need to buy some vegetables. Let me check my shopping list. I will take a bus to the market. Good morning, Mom. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I slept well. What are you making for breakfast?" "I'm making eggs and toast. Do you want some tea?" "Yes, please. I love tea in the morning." "Okay. Your tea is ready. Thank you. It smells really nice." When you walk into the store, you can say something like, "Excuse me, do you have fresh tomatoes?" "Yes, they are. How much is 1 kilogram?" "It's $2. Okay. I'll take 2 kilograms. Anything else?" "Yes, I also need some onions. Here's the money. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, how are you?" "I'm doing great. What are you doing?" "Hey, how are you?" "I'm doing nothing much but relaxing." This is a real conversation that occurs in everyday life. "Do you want to take a walk?" That sounds fantastic. If you and your friend go to a cafe, you can talk like this. "Let's order something. What do you want?" "I want coffee. What about you?" "I will have a lemonade." "Okay, let's call the waiter." "Hello. What would you like to order?" "1 coffee and 1 lemonade, please." "Okay. Anything else?" "No, that's all. Thank you." Your order will be ready soon. At night, when you relax, you can still practice English. If you are with your family, you can have a conversation like this. "Today was a long day. What did you do today?" "I went to the market and met my friend." "That sounds nice. What did you buy?" "I bought some vegetables and fruits." "Good. Now let's have dinner." "Yes, I am very hungry." Before sleeping, you can also talk to yourself in English. For example, "Today was a good day. I learned a lot of new things. Tomorrow I will wake up early and practice morning English. Now it's time to sleep. Good night." Now let me tell you one of the most powerful secrets to speaking English fluently. Listen and repeat. When you hear a new sentence, don't just listen, repeat it. Say it out loud. Copy the pronunciation. Copy the tone. This will help you sound more natural. For example, if you hear, "I am going to the market," you should say, "I am going to the market." Repeat it exactly. Do this every day and your pronunciation and confidence will improve. Now that you know how to use English in daily life, let's take your English to the next level. Many people have some knowledge of English, but they are reluctant to speak because they are worried about making a mistake or because they are uncomfortable speaking to others. However, I have some important news for you. Even if your English is not perfect, you can still speak with confidence today, because I will show you how to pronounce words more clearly, how to speak English confidently and seem natural. You won't, again, feel bashful or afraid to talk again if you do what I say. Let's discuss a common issue. Many people can read and write in English, but they get anxious when it comes to speaking. Here are some reasons why. What if I say something wrong? Is one of the fears associated with making mistakes. 3. You don't practice speaking, so you lack confidence. 2. You worry about your pronunciation and feel that you don't sound natural. 4. You think in your original tongue and mentally interpret each sentence before speaking, which slows you down. Does this sound like you? If so, don't worry. I'll provide you with the ideal remedy. You don't have to have an American or British accent to speak English fluently, but you need to have a good pronunciation so that others can understand you. Here's how to accomplish it. Listen and mimic. The quickest method to get better at pronouncing words correctly is to listen to and imitate native speakers. Select a brief text or perhaps a basic audio or video clip. Pay close attention to the speaker's words and repeat them exactly as they are said. For instance, don't merely read the statement, "I want to go to the park now," but rather hear a native speaker say it and repeat it numerous times. Your pronunciation will automatically improve if you do this daily. Speak slowly and clearly. Many individuals attempt to speak quickly because they believe it will make them sound more fluent, but doing so might lead your pronunciation to become hazy. Instead, speak slowly and clearly so that people can understand you better. Take a voice recording and compare. Pronunciation can be greatly enhanced by recording oneself. Say a sentence, record your voice, listen to how you sound, compare it to a native speaker, and make the necessary corrections. You'll soon see where you need to improve. Many people still feel uncomfortable and uneasy when speaking. Even if you pronounce words correctly, how can you gain confidence and stop worrying about your mistakes? Even native speakers make mistakes. They are a necessary part of learning. To speak English on a daily basis, practice makes perfect. Here's a basic rule. If you only learn English and never use it, you will never feel comfortable. Spend at least 15 minutes each day speaking English. Speak to a companion, to oneself, or to a mirror. Simply utilize the 3-second rule and pronounce 3 words. Don't wait too long before speaking. For instance, give yourself 3 seconds before speaking. "What did you do yesterday?" your friend asks. Instead of pondering for too long, just speak out right away. "I went to the park, watched a movie, and had a lovely day." If you wait too long, you'll feel more anxious. Practice genuine discussions. This is the best approach to build confidence. Now I am going to teach you how to think in English. Stop translating in your head and speak fluently without hesitation. This is the ultimate key to fluency. If you want to speak English naturally, you must train your brain to think in English. If you keep translating from your native language to English, you will always be slow and your sentences won't sound natural. But don't worry, I will show you exactly how to start thinking in English even if you are a beginner. Why do you need to think in English? Many people study English for years but still struggle to speak fluently. The main reason is they don't think in English. For example, imagine you want to say, "I am going to the market." If you think in your native language first, your brain will do this. 1. Think in your native language. 2. Translate to English. 3. Speak. This takes time. Instead, you must train your brain to think directly in English so that you can speak instantly. At first, this may sound difficult, but trust me, it is easy if you follow the right steps. Begin with basic language. The first step in training your brain to think in simple sentences is to start with simple words. For instance, when you wake up in the morning, look around and name the things in English. Then, when you see a tree, think tree instead of the word in your native language. When you see a car, think car. Then, when you brush your teeth, think, "I'm eating rice. This food is delicious." Don't translate, just think in English. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day talking to yourself in English. This is one of the best ways to start thinking in English. For instance, when you are getting ready in the morning, say, "I'm going to wear a blue shirt today." Or when you're walking outside and the weather is nice, say, "I see a little girl playing." You can listen to English. The more you listen to English, the quicker your brain will begin thinking in English. Listen to English podcasts while engaging in other activities, and first watch English language films and videos with subtitles. Read books and articles written in easy English. If you only read and listen, you won't get better very quickly. You need to talk, even if you make mistakes. Talk to friends, family, or even a mirror. The more you talk, the faster you'll think in English. Here's how to stop thinking too much and speak fluently. If you forget a word, don't stop. Instead, use short sentences and simple words. Don't be afraid of what other people think. For instance, if you want to say, "I lost my keys and I can't find them," but you forget the word lost, you can say, "I don't have my keys, I don't know where they are." This way you are still speaking. English without hesitation. If you follow this plan every day, your brain will automatically start thinking in English. Daily plan for thinking in English. Morning, name everything around you in English. Afternoon, make simple English sentences in your mind. Evening, watch or listen to English for at least 20 minutes. Night, speak to yourself in English for 5 to 10 minutes. Repeat this daily, and in a few weeks you will start thinking in English naturally. My amazing students, you have now learned everything you need to speak English fluently, confidently, and naturally. Let me remind you of something very powerful. English is not difficult. The only thing stopping you is fear and hesitation. But now you know how to overcome both. If you want to be successful in life, learning English will open thousands of doors for you. It will help you get better jobs, travel the world, make international friends, and understand movies, books, and culture. But most importantly, it will make you feel confident and independent. So never stop learning. Even if some days feel difficult, even if people tell you that you are not good enough, never give up. You have come so far, and I believe in you. Now it's time to go and practice. Speak, listen, think in English every single day. And remember, mistakes don't matter. Effort matters. This is not the end. This is the beginning of your fluency journey. I'm with you on this trip and will always be there to encourage you. So go ahead and start thinking that you can talk and live in English. You will eventually become fluent in the language.